Hello guys, welcome. Oh, we have class today. Welcome to a quick lesson on confusing words or confusing topics. The confusing topic for today is going to be have been in versus have been to, particularly. Remember, we need to pay attention to the preposition that we're using here. Have been in versus have been to. That is the first confusing topic that we're checking today. And then we are checking have been to versus have gone to, which in particular is also pretty confusing. Now, this lesson is conjugated in present perfect. Remember, we have the auxiliary verb have. This is not the possessive, it's not I have money. This is the auxiliary verb have that we use in the present perfect. This lesson, have been in, have been to, and have gone to, is conjugated in present perfect. That's why the verb have in this occasion is not the verb have for possession, but the auxiliary verb have that we use in the present perfect. Don't forget that commonly the present perfect is used for experiences. Remember that the present perfect is used for experiences that we've had, like the ones I'm going to explain today, or actions that started in the past, initiated in the past, and continue in the present. Or not necessarily that continue in the present, but that their result is still visible in the present. For example, I went to the gym, you know that's something that happened. But if you say I have been to the gym, and then today I told you that I have lost weight, but I stopped going to the gym 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I stopped going to the gym. The action finished, but the result that I have lost weight is still visible in the present. Okay, so I finished the action in the past, not in the present, but the result is still visible. Okay, just a little review or memorization, right? Now, let's get back into the lesson. Oh, I am a magician. Now, guys, the first conjugation that we have here is the contrast between have been in and have been to. Now, what is the difference between these two? When at first sight, the only difference is going to be the preposition in versus the preposition to. Let's remember that here we're talking about Canada, a place. And first, we need to take a look at the preposition in, which means that you are in Canada, and the preposition to, and the preposition to. If you contrast the preposition to with the preposition in, which in Canada, you live in Canada, to is going to mean that you just went there. In this case, okay, you visited the place. Let's make an example. If I told you I have been in Canada, commonly this sentence is incomplete because usually a person is going to express the duration. For example, I have been in Canada for 2 years. And if I say that I have been in Canada for 2 years, since I have been in Canada, the definition for this is going to be that I have lived in Canada for 2 years. The key point here when you say I have been in a place is that you moved to the place. Okay? You actually moved to the place. And that is the contrast with I have been to Canada. When you say that you have been to Canada, you are not actually in Canada at the moment. Maybe you are in New York, you're talking to your father, and you just want to talk about an experience that you had. So you say, you know what, I have been to Canada 5 times. I have been to Canada 5 times. Since we are mentioning that we went 5 times, it means that right now you are not there, okay? We are in New York, you have the experience because you visited Canada 5 times and you came back, okay? So this is actually meaning that, okay, sorry about the color. It means that I have visited Canada 5 times. Now I will visit Spain. Now, the fact that you're going to visit Spain is not because of the grammar, okay? It's just part of the example, all right? It's just part of the example. Now, it's just part of the example, as I was saying. I have visited Canada means that you just visited the place. You didn't move there, you're not in Canada right now. It just means that you visited the place. Of course, you're not in that place anymore. So remember, when I've been to Canada, it means that I visited Canada 5 times, 7 times, who knows, whatever. I just came back. If I say I have been in Canada, it's because I am living there. So again, the fact that I've been in Canada for 2 years means that I moved to Canada, okay? I moved to the place. And if I say that I've been to Canada 5 times, it's because I visited Canada and I came back. Now, I emphasize that I came back and I've been to Canada because another confusion many times is when you have a combination between have been to and have been to versus have gone to. Now, to illustrate with an example in between these two, have been to and have gone to, let's pay attention to this one. Where's your grandmother? If I ask you, where's your grandmother? If I ask you, where's your grandmother? It's because she's not here. But remember, if your grandmother has been to Canada 5 times, it means that she visited. She went. She went to Canada, but she came back. She's here now. Whereas, if I say, where's your grandmother? And you tell me, she has gone to the supermarket. She has gone to the supermarket. It means that she went to the supermarket and she is still there. Okay? Now, look at this. When somebody has gone to a place, it means the person went to the place and is still in that place. The person hasn't come back. So that is pretty much the difference between these two. That's why when you visit a place, you're not going to say that you have gone to the place. No, you say that you've been to that place to refer to a visit. And when you go to that place for whatever reason you have, but at the time of speaking, you haven't come back. You're not here yet. I'm going to say that you have gone to the supermarket, you have gone to school, you have gone to the who knows, you've gone to school, you've gone to the university. It means that you went to the university and you're there. You're not here. You're not at home. Okay? That's pretty much the difference. Okay. Now, to get to understand a little more, let's take a look for the last time to the different expressions now in a short conversation, and let's I hope that the lesson was actually have been helpful to make you understand what the difference between have been in and have been to is, as well as the difference between have been to and have gone to. Now let's take a look. Don't forget to subscribe and share the lesson with your friends so that they can also know what is the difference between these different expressions conjugated in the present perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and Peace out.
Hey, have you been to the new cafe yet?
Oh no, but I have been to the cinema many times with my sister.
Your sister? She's beautiful. Very sexy. By the way, where is she now? Where is she right now?
Well, she has gone to the supermarket to buy some stuff for my mom. My mom's coming from Spain, you know. She's coming.
Oh yeah. Your mom has been in Spain for 5 years now. Is it that good to live in Spain? Spain is such a good place to live in that she has been there for 5 years.
As you said, that's why she's been living there for 5 years. She has been in Spain, living and having such a good time.
You saw it by yourself. They never been to the cafe, meaning that they never visited the cafe, alright? They have been to the cinema, meaning that they actually visited the cinema. Also, their sister went to the supermarket, which means that she went, but she is still there, okay? And finally, their mom, who's been in Spain, has been in Spain, is because she's been living there. I hope this is clear so far, and have a